first stock, it's bound to be some tech flubs until they get into it. Especially Yoshi's though, Eekim definitely confident in his own combo game if he's willing to go to a small stage like Yoshi is.
Yeah, definitely. I think this stage is actually a very also situational stage, depending on the player. A player like, if we should take some of famous Mewtwo King, he's not very amazing at Yoshi's. He doesn't have space to move around. But if he does get the grab, his punish game is amazing. Even though this is probably the best stage for Falco in general.
Yeah, but like, I think Askeflink in that regard kind of plays similar to Mewtwo King, where he uses a lot of space and tries to bait out openings. So I think this is actually going to be beneficial for Eekim striking to Yoshi's.
Oh, nice nair. That nair clipped him.
I think it covered every single tech on the platform except no tech, because he would have been bouncing on the platform.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's really smart. He's gonna get the tipper on both. He's gonna tipper nair on all the techs too, because if he techs in place, he's gonna be at the same spot as taking to the edge of the platform. He's gonna put him off stage.
Ooh, he wanted the Askeflink to drop his shield there.
Either that or he just went for the shield poke. I think he waited for the shield poke, but just didn't get it. Eekim having really good ledge dashes this game though. Getting to center stage without being hit, that's really difficult.
For just losing a set, I have to say Eekim is playing actually pretty good. But so is Askeflink, of course.
STS Askeflink.
STS Askeflink.
This is really rough for Falco on last stock though, because you have the pressure of knowing if I get grabbed once, I might die.
Definitely, but it's looking better and better for him. He's racking up some damage. Eekim can't find the necessary combo starter.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad for Eekim though, because Askeflink is going to be really nervous right now. He doesn't want to go to the ledge at all. But then again, one strong back air, one strong down air is probably going to lead into a kill.
Oh no, he misses the up B.
And as we talked about, these guys are both tilters. That might be really bad for Eekim, actually.
Yeah, definitely. Askeflink is switching to Sheik. He's going back to Yoshi's actually. What do you think about this? I think this is actually a mistake.
Yeah, I think he should go FD. Or I don't know how good he is at the chain grab actually, but I think FD is going to be good for him anyways. But say, knowing that Askeflink switched to Sheik, he's probably going to do that on FD as well now. This is a big change of pace in the matchup. Instead of having a Falco running you down with lasers all the time, you're gonna be the one having to approach Sheik. So let's see how Eekim deals with that. Oh my god.
Askeflink is actually doing pretty solid.
Double roll, looking like Borp actually. And as we all know, Borp the best Sheik player in the world.
He's by far the randiest Smash player I've ever seen.
Very true, Borp is actually a legend. Askeflink, Eekim should have experience in this matchup though. There are quite a bit of good Sheiks in Stockholm, isn't there?
Yeah, Ashtray, I know, what's it called, Pop, usually played in Stockholm. Not anymore, I think. But I know Ashtray is a big player in Stockholm. One of the three brothers of Melee, Smash Brothers from Stockholm, Ashtray, Manio, and Xilius. All of them pretty good players, 3 different characters as well.
So Stockholm actually has Gothenburg one-upped. So instead of having 2 good players that are brothers, they have 3 good players.
Amazing. That's why Stockholm is the best region in Sweden.
Very true.
No, it's pretty amazing, like, to see the difference between the scenes. It's not related to Norway at all, but since Askeflink is playing. But Stockholm has a lot more consistent skill level. I mean, there are less skill gaps. But in Gothenburg, they have the best players. Like, their top 8 is ridiculous. Probably the most stacked top 8 in all of Europe.
Yeah, I would say so. Gothenburg is ridiculously stacked.
Definitely.
But I think there's a pretty big skill gap in Gothenburg where it goes from like being a super good player to like...
Definitely, absolutely. That's the difference between Gothenburg and Stockholm. Stockholm has a lot less skill gaps and a lot like lesser skill gaps. Stockholm is known as the like town of upsets, where higher ranked players lose to lower ranked players a lot, just because the skill gap isn't that high. But it's not common at all for a player that is even power ranked in Gothenburg. Oh, he gives up the game.
Oh,
He is so tilted.
this is the second time he's done this. He did it versus Lady as well.
Yeah, I can actually feel Eekim's pain now.
I think
it,
no, Eekim, don't
no.
go back. Don't do this to yourself, man.
No, Eekim. Oh my god. Not Yoshi.
Shon Yoshi's?
This is melee suicide, to be honest.
We'll see. If he wins this could be really good for him, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know what Askeflink's gonna be thinking, losing to something that he probably didn't even know Eekim played.
No, I've actually never heard of Eekim's pitch.
I've seen him play it in friendlies, but I didn't think there was a serious character he played in tournaments.
No, his Marth is probably a lot better, but he's doing great the first stop.
Takes
He
the
could actually take this thing. I think Askeflink is a lot better than against Marth than Peach. Or I can imagine. Just
At
because
least the Sheik. This is probably not a matchup he plays a lot at all, because he probably just picks Falco versus Peach if he's ever playing Peach.
exactly. I can't actually think of any Norwegian Peach player.
There's Whittle, but he lives in...
Yeah, he lives in the US, right?
He travels to Norway sometimes, but there's no consistent, or like a Peach player in Norway that's consistently there. So he probably does not have that much Peach experience.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think this is actually inexperience from Askeflink shining through, and Eekim. Oh, I think this actually, it's not a bad decision when I think about it. Maybe he's like aware of Askeflink not being very good at the matchup. I think just the stage choice is still pretty weird, to be honest. I think Sheik wins on this stage.
Oh no.
That's a mistake.
Oh no. Doesn't die for it though.
Nice fair.
Gets killed right afterwards anyways, so...
Definitely.
Yeah,
This
definitely caused him to stoke.
This is super interesting actually. Eekim switching to his secondary and free-stocking Askeflink back. Or probably...
I wonder what the counter pick's gonna be after this though. It's like,
Yeah.
what does Askeflink do? Does he go Pokemon and risk getting Marth? Counter pick to Marth? Or does he go Yoshi's again and pick Falco?
Yeah, I think Eekim should stay Peach. I mean, he's doing a lot better. He lost both Marth games. Oh, it's Pal, it doesn't even kill that high up.
3 up airs at 100 doesn't kill. Feels pal, man.
Feels Pal, man.
But what, like, the question is, if Askeflink decides to go back to Falco, does Eekim stay Peach or does he go Marth again?
Oh, he caught that turnip catch. In the back here.
Solid JV3 start on the Sheik. This is
It's pretty amazing.
not what I expected, I'll tell you that.
No, me neither. I thought Eekim had given up, to be honest.
Definitely looked like it. Just running off the stage and going secondary, but then surprising everyone. JV3 stalking Askeflink Sheik.
No, he has to be this Falcon though. This matchup is was considered to be in Peach's favor until PPMD came into the scene and showed everybody how to play it, and now it's in Falco's favor, according to most people. I know this is Armada's favorite matchup actually.
Yeah, other than Armada, there's not really any super high level Peaches that play the matchup now.
Oh, it's true.
There's MacD, which is good, but there's definitely a skill gap between MacD and Armada.
Yeah, definitely.
So we don't really see high level Falco Peach often, so I think this is a interesting matchup, and I'm not quite sure who wins it.
I think Askeflink is doing the right thing, switching to Falco here, because Sheik Peach is a very, very weird matchup actually. it feels different to play the matchup from both Peach's and Sheik's perspective rather than other characters. Falco is pretty much, you just have to play like you play against most floaties. Just, you know, combo them with Shine and Downer, as with any other character. Space backers, don't hold down.
Yeah, and you definitely also need to worry way more about crouch cancel with Sheik than you have to do with Falco. Since Falco's player beats the crouch cancel.
Definitely. Oh, Eekim is giving up.
Oh.
This is not. Oh my god. The tiniest violin.
Oh,
Oh,
he was doing so well as well with the speech.